Hey everybody, I'm InfiniCuber, and recently I attended Berkeley Winter Bee 2023. It was a really fun competition, and it was nearly perfect for me. If you look at a list of my main events and the events in this competition, they match exactly. Anyways, let's get into it. The day started quite badly because I slept really badly the night before and I had to wake up very early. I woke up at around 6:30 a.m. After that, I drove to the competition, met up with my friend playing cubing, and then I ate a donut and went to compete in 3x3 round 1. The average started with a nice low 15, and then I got another mid 15. So I thought, actually I might be able to beat my PR average. However, after that I got 216s, and then I got my best solve of the average of 1496. However, I did not record it. Overall, I'm actually very impressed with that, considering I didn't practice that much 3x3 in favor of events like blindfolded and one-handed. Next up was 4x4. I was really excited because the last time I did 4x4, I did really bad. And this competition, I was hoping for a sub 1 minute average. And honestly, this is kind of one of the highlights of the competition, just because of how funny it was. On the first solve, I was still kind of nervous from the round before, because I did good in both round before and 3x3, and I wasn't quite ready for 4x4 yet, and I got a 1 minute 10, which didn't even make a cutoff. Of course, I wasn't worried because I averaged 102, and I was like, yeah, I'll definitely get it on the next solve. And on the next solve, I get the absolute meme of 59.99.
Oh, that was too close.
Just barely sub-minute, which is really funny. I expected that to be one of the better solves in the average, and the next solve proved me right. I got a 104, which is a little bit worse than average, but not that bad. And then after that, I got a 54, which is very good, and I'm...
Called it.
It counted.
Called
It's
it.
counting.
Called it.
Nice.
And I was like joking with the judge, and I was like, yeah, if I get another 54, I can get a sub-minute average. Like, that's gonna happen, right? Right? So yeah, I got another 54. It was a 54.09, and it was the best solve of the average.
Yo, let's go. What the heck? This is the most inconsistent average I've ever gotten. What the heck?
Like, the judge I was talking to summed it up perfectly. He's like, you go from not even making cutoff, and you get this absolute meme of a number, and then you get a bad time, and then you get 2 PRs in a row. Like, what are you doing, man? Anyways, it was really funny, and I ended up getting a 59.52 average, which is very good. The next event I did was blindfolded. I was really nervous for blind, because when I signed up for this comp, I didn't even know how to solve a cube blindfolded, and I had to learn the entire method. Like, I learned old Pachman, but I never learned any of the memorization stuff, and I had to learn a lot for this comp. I was going to learn M2, but I decided I would probably confuse me for the competition, so I decided to stick with old Pachman. Because I averaged around 4 minutes, I would only be able to get 2 solves, because the cumulative time limit was 10 minutes. And in the first solve, scramble was pretty decent. I was tracing pretty well, and I felt like, okay, I think this is pretty good. I'm just gonna go. I didn't check the time. I was really focused. I was going. My execution was very careful, not fast at all. If I went fast, I probably could have gotten a low 4. But what ended up happening was I got a DNF by 3 edges, and that was really annoying. Because I felt really good about the solve, and I was like, I got it, let's go. But I took off my blindfold, and I was like, really? 3 pieces? So yeah, I was really determined to get a success on the next solve. However, the scramble was much worse. I wasn't as focused, and let's just say it did not go well. And like I mentioned, there's no chance to get another solve. My best solve ever, that was a 250, and that was a DNF. These two solves added up to like 8 minutes, so there's no way I could do a solve in 2 minutes. So yeah, I was pretty disappointed with that, but I was also pretty happy that I was really close. After that, we went to get lunch and came back to do one-handed. But before this, I need to tell you about a crucial mistake that I made during lunch. During lunch, after I finished eating, I just practiced cubing a lot, and that ended up being a mistake. I won't tell you what happened yet, but even though I did quite well right after lunch, later in the day, I was a lot more tired. And I think if I hadn't done as much cubing during lunch, which I actually tried doing, like not cubing as much at various speed cubing 41, and I did well there, and I think if I had cubed as much during lunch at Berkeley Winter, I think I would have gotten better results. But anyways, I'm just rambling now. Let's go to one-handed.
Oh, that's kind of awesome.